Hello and welcome to Global Racing Esports. I'm your host, Mike Lester. We are here with Doghouse Racing for a brand new series that they've just brought out today. These guys are going to be running the ARCA cars here at Daytona, 2.5 mile track. These cars are fast around this track, and we're in store for some really good racing. Up here in the booth with me tonight is EJ Luna, making his debut as a commentator. EJ Luna, Mike Lester, man, how are you doing tonight?
Hey, Lester, I'm doing very good. Thank you so much for bringing me up to the booth. We're gonna have a good race here. The ARCA League, they're running some pretty fast laps here, 47 threes. I haven't seen that in a little while, so let's see how this race goes. Thank you for having me.
Oh, most definitely. Glad to have you up here. Always happy to have help out here in the booth. And I'm making sure. I'm sorry about this, guys, but I had to put just to make sure that that was live. So we are live and we are good to go. These guys had a short practice. These guys had a short practice, and it looks like we got about 15 to 17 drivers out there. Some familiar names from the Doghouse Racing Series, the trucks and the next gen cars. You got Daniel Wilkinson out there, Adam Gardner, Kenny Heath, a fixture in iRacing there. That number 5, Kenny K. Smooth Heath. You can see him in a lot of broadcasts. I think he's Mr. League there. I think he's in every league that iRacing has available.
Yes, sir. Looks like we got Christopher Simon out there about to take his first lap. Let's see what he can do here. Don't know what's going on here. Looks like he's coming to a stop. But now we got the 60.
I do believe they're fixing to start.
Start from the pits.
No, they are starting to do their. They should be starting to do their qualification.
Is this a open session, Mike?
No, this is a fixed series, and these guys are on the track doing qualifying runs as we speak. But this is a fixed series. I believe everybody who runs I believe all of Doghouse Racing is fixed. As we, sorry, I'm.
Copy. We're fixed on the 32 right now. I don't know are you fixed on the 32?
32. Let's see. Lyndon Johnson is. Yep, we got the Lyndon Johnson right now going around the track here.
About to take his first flying lap here. Yeah. Right around the inside line.
Yeah, and I was about to say he's running that inside line, and
coming to the green.
People run that high line. They'll run that high line in order to get that speed built up, and then come down to the lower line on the second one. But he's choosing to stay on a low line all the way around the track.
Looks like Leandro Johnson's at the top so far, but we'll see what everybody else has got.
Yeah, Mike Leftwich out there just pulled the second fastest time. He's got one more lap, and we'll see if he can bump off the number 32 of Lyndon Johnson. Sorry, Linder Johnson.
See what Leandro Johnson's got here, running the inside line. Looking pretty good. Not too many bobbles here and there. Letting the car ride out. He's going to come back down to the yellow line. And let's see what he does crossing the checker. 49.4. He improves a little bit.
Yeah, so far that strategy that Lyndon Johnson. Now Christopher Simon comes up and jumps and grabs the second spot away from Mike Leftwich in that 35 car. Oh, Mike Leftwich just jumps back in front of him after he finished his second lap.
Yep. Which is sitting at 49.5. And let's see what the rest of the field can do here.
Yeah, the leader, the guy who's sitting on the pole right now, is sitting at a 49.4, and Mike Leftwich is a 49.5. So times are mirroring each other. Almost, these guys are 0.05 of a second off.
Yep, hundredths, tenths of a second off. Let's see what Christopher Simon can do here, coming to his final lap. Oh, a 49.38, and he hits the top of the board.
There you go. Adam Gardner in that 56. He's out there running his first laps, and we're gonna see how
First
he
lap.
shakes out.
Christopher Simon though, 49.38. What a lap.
That was quick. I mean, these ARCA cars, they are so quick around the track.
Oh, well, looks like Gardner hits a 49.70, and he's gonna park
49,
it.
Yep, 49 is fourth fastest so far.
Looks like these guys are pretty content of where they're gonna start at. I don't see a lot of other cars coming out to qualify, so we'll see what happens on this race, Mike.
Yeah, a lot of guys, they do not like to.
We'll see what happens on this race, Mike.
Okay. And hold on. I'm sorry. I gotta turn my volume down here. I'm sorry. I don't want no feedback here. But yeah, some of these guys, they don't like to come out here and qualify, and they want to start in the back of the field because you're a racer. I'm a racer. We just had two races in the last 2 days at this track. Nobody really wants to be caught up in that big one.
Only 4 cars qualified here, Mike. Can you believe that?
That is amazing. And these guys are going to start according to their I rating from 5th on back. So we're going to go ahead and bring up we'll bring up all the gridding sheet. It should be pretty easy to read here. Christopher Simon is going to be your pole setter for tonight with a 49.2. Lender Johnson is on the outside pole. Mike Leftwich from Virginia's in 3rd. Adam Gardner from New England, 4th. And Justin McMahon, 5th. 6th goes to Jonathan Jennings from Carolina. Andrew Pratt, 7th. Another New Englander. I wonder if him and Adam Gardner will team up since they're neighbors and whatnot. Wesley Whitfield, another one of the staples inside of Doghouse Racing, is starting 8th. Randall Barnett is 9th. Kevin Thompson from Georgia, go Dogs, is 10th. Eddie Rivers, 11th. Kaysen Owen is going to be your 12th starter tonight. Daniel Wilkinson, the owner and proprietor of Doghouse Racing, is going to be starting 13th with Brett McNamara. Y'all gonna have to tell me how to say that last name, Brett. I apologize. Number 17, Brett, is gonna start 14th. Our friend and our buddy and our amigo there, Kenny K. Smooth Heath, 5th in that 5 car. Gonna be 15th. Christopher Leftwich is gonna. Christopher. 10. Yes, sir. Christopher Leftwich is gonna end the qualifying with 16th place. So we're gonna have 16 cars going around this track, and that's a pretty good number for a first race in a first series. So 16 is definitely a good number.
That is definitely a good size of field, Lester. If I were out there, I would definitely see where my strengths are, see where everybody wants to roll. You never know if the inside is going to work. You never know if the outside is going to work. So we'll see what happens here.
Well, these guys are running 65% tape. Or not, sorry, it's not. They're running 75% fuel. So the fuel runs are gonna play a big part. Few strategies are going to be played. I imagine if these guys get out there and they start running some laps, you're not going to really see anything for the first 45 to 50 laps. Until then, you're going to start seeing jockeying for positions, because the first 45 laps, you're just going to feel everybody out, see who has the better car, see who can hold the line, and then you're going to use that information to go to the finish.
Yep, definitely, Lester. I echo that. I feel like in the first couple 5 to 10 laps, you're gonna feel out your car, see where it handles, see where it can push, see how you can push the car in front of you, see how the car behind you handles, and just hash it out. We'll see how we go here. Looks like we're coming to green flag.
All right, we are coming to the green flag. Pace car should be down in any second, and it is. And
green flag.
Christopher Simon gets the green flag.
And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Green.
Yeah.
Looks like the 32 got a little good jump. Nope. 35 on the insides, rolling good.
Yeah. That inside line got the car,
yep.
Little car, second car on the outside line gets a little bit loose, but he gathers it back up, and Christopher Leftwich jumps to the pit. I don't know what something happened to the 15 car.
The outside got a little disorganized, but it looks like they're coming back here. They got pretty squared up, and here they come into turn 3. 32 on the outside, 56 pushing them. Oh, they get up a little
56 gets
high.
really close to that wall, but again he gathers it up and keeps going forward. The 56 is Adam Gardner.
And who's going to lead the first lap? It looks like the 32 is going to lead that first lap, Lester.
It is going to be the 32 car, and going back here to the back of this field, you see the two car settling back with Brett in the 17 and Daniel Wilkerson in that 70. If they're not too careful, they lose that draft, it's going to be very hard to get that draft back. Looks like
Yeah,
he has some trouble back here. I don't think Kenny Heath made the grid.
Oh,
So
that's hard.
yeah, that's a broken heart
That's,
there for us. Was hoping to see Kenny do well in here. Oh,
that's tough. That's tough.
I hate
Looks
whenever
like
I hear
the
somebody.
outside line. The outside line's getting pretty settled out. They're a little bit tighter than the inside, it looks like. So we'll see if the outside run can come on.
Yeah. Now, not only are these guys are going to be running 80 laps. That's 200 miles. But Daniel Wilkerson and Eddie Rivers are the two main admins in this league. Have set it for a 2-hour limit. So if these guys are not done with these 80 laps within 2 hours, the race
The
will
race
be
is over.
So
The race is over.
it to me, it's like somebody telling me the rain's coming in.
Yep, you're
You
racing
know,
to the end here, Lester.
exactly.
Definitely.
It's like you might not do the full 80 laps or the full 200 miles, but the rain's coming in, so we want to race. We got to get the race in. We got to get
Yep.
up there in the front.
You got to get there before they call it. Right now it looks pretty tight, side by side racing. The top lane hasn't given up, even though there's only 5 cars. They're pushing, Lester. They're pushing very hard.
They are pushing very high on that high side with Mike Leftwich. They're leading that outside line with Adam Gardner right there behind him in that 56. Justin McMahon and the 6 in that 20 car with the Mike Leftwich in the 60 car on the bottom there. So a lot of Leftwiches out there tonight, or just one. I think there was another. I thought there was another Leftwich out there, but I'm not sure.
I'm actually pretty surprised to see that outside running the way they are. Look at I believe it's Leandro Johnson running the outside. He's running pretty clean, and they're keeping it fairly straight. And they're getting around this inside lane. Let's see if they can all get around here.
Well, yeah, what I'm seeing is some good racing. They're all respecting each other. That outside line is not getting down on that bottom line and doing any kind of side drafting, which causes a lot of disturbance in the cars and pushes the cars around. So, but right now you see that outside line is working very well, and with only 4 cars, they're getting put past the leaders there.
I'll tell you what, Lester, they looked pretty hooked up on the outside. I wouldn't be surprised if they all get around the inside lane pretty soon. But
the inside lane is, as you say, that inside lane is fighting back. Nobody's going anywhere. Everybody is underneath the blanket right now, and they're feeling each other out, like we said earlier in the race. They're feeling each other out. They want to figure out who can hold the line in these ARCA cars. These ARCA cars are very loose, even at Daytona, and you definitely want to find the dancing partner in here.
oh yeah, they're definitely a handful. I honestly am surprised that outside lane is keeping up as well as they can, but they seem to be more organized. So we'll see what happens until they come to the next pit stop.
Yeah, and I believe if we had 100% fuel, I think 35 laps is. I think the pushing it, you could get 35 laps if you're going. Depending on where you're at, if you're out front, you might get a little less because you're using up more gas out there in front. But these guys are running 75%, so you're probably looking at maybe 25 to 30 laps, if they're lucky, before they have to pit.
Yeah, that sounds about right, Lester. We'll see. We'll see what they can do. This race is pretty tight. The outside isn't going anywhere. The inside doesn't seem to be giving any. So it's pretty tight, clean racing. We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens towards the end.
Yeah, it's like we said. There's nobody going anywhere. Everybody is just staying. You got 5 cars on the top. They're staying in line. You got 7 or 8, maybe 9 cars on that bottom. They're staying in line. but they're just nobody can get the advantage over one another.
Nope, nobody pulling in front of each other.
You,
It's a pretty even battle right now. That's what I love about these ARCA cars.
Yeah, the ARCA cars are so much fun. They are a handful if you get any kind of damage on them, but if you can keep that car clean, they are so much fun to get around this 2.5 mile an hour track. 2.5 mile track, not mile an hour. I don't know why I said that, gentlemen. But if you're out there watching us over there in YouTube world, man, send us some chats. Fill up the chat form there and let us know who your driver is, who you're rooting for tonight, man. Or if you're rooting for anybody, if you're wishing for them all just to crash because you're here for the crashes, let us know that too.
Show some love. This is some pretty tight racing. I can't really say who's the favorite now. As for now, they're running pretty tight here, Lester.
Oh, definitely, definitely. They are nose to tail on both lines, and it's just really good pack racing. They're coming up on the Bud Light car, which I do not know who the Bud Light car is. It might be the 13 of Christopher Leftwich. He had some problems at the beginning of this race. So it's going to be very interesting to see if these guys can get around the slower car of Christopher Leftwich.
Yeah. Yep. You hate to see it, but let's see how they go around them. Looks like they're making some communication. See if it works out for them.
Most definitely.
Here they go.
Yeah. Before we
They're
get to
pulling
this,
up on this lap car.
All right. Getting closer and closer by the minute. All right. Looks like he's going to stay on the low side.
All right. Lap car will stay to the inside, and they'll keep racing. Too wide.
Yeah, they're doing I've always kind of liked passing them on the lowers when they're on the lower side than that higher side because I'm always afraid that they're going to go up there and get too close to that wall and hit the wall, and they're going to come down and just cause chaos when they come back down.
Yeah, it looks like this lap car did pull into the pack, so they're going to be okay. They're still running too wide how they were earlier, but let's see who has the stronger run. It looks like the 32 on the outside is getting that push from the 56, and the 95 is coming up. We'll see if they can pull it off coming up to turn 3.
Yeah. Lyndon Johnson is your leader, but the 35 of Christopher Simon is right there. He is not going anywhere. He's getting good pushes from the 60, but Adam Gardner in that 56 is pushing Lyndon Johnson just as well, if not better.
I'm very impressed with the way these guys are racing side by side. It's not very easy to do here. You know, sometimes you get a big run and you never know where it's gonna go. It seems like in these cars they're pretty even. The inside, as long as they're hooked up, they got the run. If the outside has the hookup, and look, just as I say it, their outside is coming to the front.
Yep, you're so right there. The outside is hooked up. They go into the turn with the momentum, but when they come out of the turn, it's like switch because normally the outside has the edge coming out of the turn and the inside has the edge coming into the turn. But this is reverse because now we're coming out of the turn and that inside line just comes back and pulls ahead. So this is kind of like maybe like what's that old Marvel comic, Reversal World or Backwards World, where things are backwards.
These cars are just back and forth, Lester. That's all I gotta say. You never know who's gonna end up leading at the end. The way I see these guys pushing and getting their runs, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes at the end. They still gotta make a pit stop, I believe, and we'll see who plays the strategy best.
All right, so we got Scott's, I believe, over there in the YouTube saying happy to hear EJ in the booth. So EJ, you already got a fan out there. Your debut in your commentating career, and you already got a fan out there.
I definitely appreciate that. Thank you all for tuning in. This is a very exciting race. I'm glad to be a part of it, and we'll see how it goes to the end. Thank you.
And right now, that 32 on that outside of Lyndon Johnson just pulling Adam Gardner and was that a 95 of Jonathan Jennings around this track, trying to get the slightest bit advantage over that inside line that they can get out there. And I'm pretty sure that if Lyndon Johnson wanted to, he's clear right now and can come down right in front of 35, but he stays up there with the 56 to
Yep,
try to
that
get everybody
outside.
cleared.
And that outside looks like it's hooked up a little bit more, but they just can't get that momentum going. So unless they can get more organized, I don't know if that outside's gonna work. It looks like Leander's trying to drop down to the bottom. He does not have the room. So
And your fan informed me that it's called Bizarro World. I'm not as big as a nerd as I would want to be, so we're gonna go with Bizarro World.
Bizarro. I am a little bizarre.
But this is
Thank you guys.
Sorry, this is Global Racing Esports Network. We're here with Doghouse Racing at the Daytona 200.
It's looking to be an exciting one, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for tuning in. We're still early in this race, so don't y'all go anywhere.
Lap
We got
16,
Leandro Johnson.
no yellows.
No yellows yet, man. I give a lot of respect to these drivers for keeping it clean this far.
We're gonna take a little ride back here to the set. Who is that, the 17? 17. Oh, yeah, the 17. He got a little bit loose, but is able to gather it up and get back into that pack. Did not lose to draft, so that's good. And he was back there racing with Daniel Wilkerson back there. And Daniel Wilkerson's back here racing with Eddie Rivers. They're in the tail end of this lead line back here, and they're just running around saving face right now. They're still in contention. They still got that draft of that lead pack, but if anything was to happen in front of them, they have ample time to react to what they're seeing and may be able to stay out of the big one. But you want to be careful, because if the big one doesn't happen and a yellow flag doesn't come on, you want to stay in contention and you want to stay on that back end of that draft so you don't ever lose the draft. Because if you lose the draft, two cars are not going to catch up.
Yep, that's right. And as you see, the 56 gives the 32 a big push on the outside, and they're going to get a big run, and they're going to get by that inside line. Let's see what happens here. Hey, Lester, we're about 18 laps into this race. What do you say about a little crank it up?
All right, we're going to ride along with Lyndon Johnson, and then y'all can hear I'm not sure if something's wrong with my volume. Hold on a second here. We are not hearing anything. I'm going to fix this really quick. I think I got it on the wrong. All right, we're just going to go back out because I got to figure out why. Let me see. Let me check my OBS. But go ahead and tell them what you're seeing on the track there, Mr. Thingwife.
All right, looks like we got the 35 of Christopher Simon still leading. The outside's making a big run. 32 of Leander Johnson. You know, he's been pretty strong all day. 56 of Adam Gardner pushing him. They're running side by side. Doesn't look like anybody's got an edge right now. They are running pretty hard, if I must say it so myself.
They are, and I am picking up desktop audio, but I'm just, for some reason, I'm just not hearing any volume come out. So I do apologize if there's no volume, but we're going to continue to watch these guys, and I have to figure out why we're not having any volume.
Looks like that outside lane has a pretty good run. inside lane just hanging. It's like that outside lane has a pretty good run. Pretty
All right,
even side by side. Outside line's got the advantage here. They look a little bit more organized, a little bit closer to each other. But that inside line, they're definitely trying to hang in there.
Yeah, these guys are racing hard since the green flag dropping. We should be expecting some green flag pickups if we're going to stay under caution, or if we're going to stay caution free. We should be seeing about the next 5 to 7 laps. I guarantee you, we're going to start seeing some people come down to get some fuel. And we got some action out here on the over here on YouTube. We got somebody saying enjoying the racing. Okay, hold on. They're just talking to each other.
Thank y'all so much for tuning in.
Somebody said good luck to Kevin Thompson from Sean Thompson. I'm guessing that might be a brother of some sorts. Performance Motor Network. Great job in the booth, guys. Thank you, Brian Britt.
Brian, thank you so much for tuning in, buddy. We're here hosting the ARCA Doghouse Series. It looks like they're talking it out, deciding if they want to pit here or in the upcoming lap. So we'll see how this pans out. The 13 making some communications.
Definitely get some racing chatter, and always having racing chatter so we actually know what's going on is a really good thing. And I appreciate EJ Luna, because I am not allowed to listen to all the radio communications because it would go over the broadcast. I don't want anybody hearing.
On the
we got 3 wide. Adam Gardner.
3 wide. 3 wide.
3 wide for second place.
They're forming that lane on the inside lane. They're getting squirrely.
Okay. Everybody's okay. Everybody's okay.
It looks like they sorted it out. We'll see. We still got a
07 of Wesley Whitfield. That 07 of Wesley Whitfield stuck in the middle, but he's up there challenging for the lead.
He is making a run. Oh, it looks like he stalled out. The 35 is going to end up taking the lead, but nope. Yep.
Somebody's in the wall.
Oh, the 32 is in the wall. 32 is in the wall.
But everybody keeps on going straight. No yellows. And we'll see how much damage that 32 now has from hitting that wall. Considerably hard from what I've seen. But now the 07 of Wesley Whitfield on that outside line leading the charge back up to the front.
Yes, sir. They are still green. And the 07 of Wesley Whitfield makes his way up to second, holding that outside lane. Who would have thought? Where did that guy come from?
Wesley Whitfield's been around here for years.
They're going hard on the outside lane. Let's see what happens, because they're coming out of the pit stops, and you have no idea what's going to happen, who's going to make the strategy work, who's going to come down and run into each other. Let's see if they can sort it out here.
Well, right now, Wesley Whitfield, who was just all alone in that middle line, he's now challenging for the lead. I mean, that's impressive right there. You can be in the middle of 2 cars and get enough side draft from both cars to stay up there in contention for the lead and come out, smelling a lot better than everybody else did. He's now challenging for the lead with somebody pushing him.
It looks like he led that last lap, Lester. Wesley Whitfield leading that lap. The 35 on the inside is leading that inside lane. But that outside lane is running pretty strong. So we will see what happens.
I mean, and I do believe that they are on a point system here where if you lead a lap, I mean, that's a bonus point. So good job for Wesley Whitfield to go out there and get him a bonus point and lead that lap. And he did it the hard way. I mean, he fought to get up there. I was tired of, following behind the 35 and the 32 and just said, I want to get up there and have some fun myself, Every
point counts. It looks like Christopher Simon led that last lap there. But good for Wesley Whitfield getting those bonus points.
We're
Hopefully that
back
pays
here.
off for him.
Yeah, we're back here with Lender Johnson now, and just try to see how much damage he has. He doesn't look like he is too far bad, and he might just be staying back there and playing possum right now because he seems like he's keeping up with the pack. So we'll definitely keep an eye on the 32 and see if that damage is going to play a big role. And I do like that car because I'm a big Callaway fan. When I do go out there and play golf, I definitely like the Callaway balls. I can hit them a lot further than any other balls.
Yep, it seems like Johnson's keeping up with the pack, so he might not be out of this one, even though he got a little bit of damage there with that little incident earlier. What lap are we on now?
We are on lap 28.
28. So in about he's in the wall. Leander scraped the wall a little bit.
And like we said earlier in the race, once these cars get a little bit damaged, they start becoming a handful. If you're not getting that toe, it's gonna get looser on you.
Oh,
the handling's gonna go.
He's right in the wall now. He might be KO'd, y'all.
And it looks like he's coming down the pit road.
Yep, he will be pitting this time. Pitting this time. He's been in the wall a little too much.
Yeah, he's got a considerable amount of damage on that right side. He's done pancake that right side of that 32 car. So it's definitely a guy who's up there leading and doing a good charge of leading. Gets into a little bit of three-way action and gets in with some three wide action, and we got cars down on the apron now. I think that's by design. The 20 wants to go back to the back of the field.
There's Christopher Simon leading on the outside. Let's see if the inside decides to pit here. And
no takers. No takers.
Nope, no takers this time. They're getting within that window, Lester. So let's see what kind of strategy they have.
Yeah. Right now we got an aerial view, a blimp view of this lead pack. Well, this only pack. Everybody that's still in the racing are right here in this pack. So there's really not a second pack. There's only this pack, and you can see how close these guys, these first 8 cars are to each other. The ninth guy, they're about 3 car lengths back, but they're just taking it easy back there. They're not trying to charge up there. They know it's a long race, and they don't want to be up there. They don't want to be in the same situation that Lender Johnson was in, that they're going to end up getting caked. And they're coming up to a slower vehicle now, but he's down on the apron and getting out of the way of these guys.
He's out of the way. There's still plenty of racing left. No reason for these guys to push. We are hearing some race communication of some cars coming down this time. So let's see if they can work it out.
Yeah. And I think the hardest thing about green flag stops is the entrance to pit road. It's wide and you can get down there, but if you come down with 5 or 6, and we seen that in the race today, the real live race, that they had like 15, 16 cars come down at one time. That pit lane is not designed to take that many cars at that one time. So you got to get really close to everybody. And sometimes that results into somebody getting beat and banged and turned around. So we're going to definitely see. They didn't come in this time, but we'll definitely see when they do come in and see how well they can get down to that 60-mile-an-hour speed.
Yep. This lead pack is coming up to a lap car. Let's see if they can make it around okay. That inside line is not hooked up. So, okay. All right. The 32 moves down. They're going to be okay. The outside. Oh, they're coming up. They're coming to 78. Some lap cars. Okay.
Okay.
They're 20 now.
All right. I'm going to have to ask my new partner up here. Just sometimes we just got to breathe and let the excitement come. And
now they're pitting.
Oh, here we go. We got some pitting.
2 cars.
The leader, Wesley Whitfield, and the 2 leaders, Whitfield and the 35 of
Christopher Simon.
Christopher Simon are down on the pit road here. That's going to
That's going to hand the leadership
spot over to Adam Gardner with Jonathan Jennings right there behind him.
Looks like they both made it to the pit boxes. Okay, let's see if they can make it out all right. No speeding. That's the big focus here. Get in, get out. No speeding.
Yep, and looks like they're going to get out, and they're going to get out.
They're getting out together. So
Together, so they're definitely able to.
They can build some
Adam
momentum.
Gardner now is coming into the pit road with the 95 of Jonathan Jennings. And these guys are no hill coming into the pit road, so definitely good strategy with these guys. They're coming in two apiece, so that they're not overwhelming.
56 overshoots his pit box.
Okay, I don't have a shot at 56. There we go. Okay,
95 out, 56 out. I think
right.
they're going to be okay. They're going to be okay.
There you go. Okay, Randall Barnett now coming in.
All right. Now the next pack of leaders coming in. There you go.
4 cars in there. 17 gets hard on them brakes coming in.
We'll see if he was speeding. He's definitely making some time on the other guys outside of him. So we'll see if this guy was speeding. He makes his pit box 63, makes his pit box 75, 39. They all make their pit box okay. All right. Sounds like the leaders are pitting this time.
17 did not get a penalty, so he had a excellent pit strategy getting in there the quickest, because he was behind all these guys and got on his brakes really hard. And the 60 is doing the opposite thing. He's really slow.
By himself into 3, coming into 4.
I think he might have ran out of gas.
He may have ran out of gas.
It looks like he has ran out of gas.
Yep. I don't know if he's going to make it to his pit box, Lester.
Oh, that is a heartbreaker for the 60. He was up there racing hard with these guys on that outside, and even if he is able to get to his pit box,
that's a lot of
he's
time.
already lost so much time to these guys that if caution doesn't come out, he is pretty much out of contention.
You hate to see it, Lester. You hate to see it, but sometimes you gotta be aware of how much fuel you have.
You gotta listen to that crew chief. You gotta say, "Hey, that crew chief says you got 2 to go. You go in then. You go in with you don't want to
All right, looks like he made it to his pit box at least.
That's definitely a heartbreaker for the 60 of Mike Leftwich. His brother Christopher Leftwich has already had trouble in that 13 car. So Leftwich brothers are definitely got an uphill battle to go to.
Yep.
A new leader, Jonathan Jennings.
He got that right, Lester. 95, leading to 07 and the 56 on this in this inside lane. I'm sorry. Lap 36. Still got quite a ways to go. Let's see how they can hash it out.
Yet. We are not even at halfway yet. So there's one more fuel or one more pit stop. It's got to happen.
At least one more pit stop before this race ends, Lester. I think right now it looks like they're settled out, pretty comfortable where they're sitting. They honestly, the main objective right now should be just to make it to the end. Just make it to the end. Do not put yourself in a bad situation. If you feel like your car's better than the ones in front of you, then yeah, definitely go for it. But right now it looks like 1st through 8th are pretty comfortable right now and just riding it out. So let's see what happens.
I definitely agree with you. You definitely need to take care of that car. Don't put that car in any kind of situation where you won't be able to finish this. These guys, just like Global Racing, these guys do not finish or they do not race with fast repairs. So if you damage your car and you break your car, that's it. You're done. Like 35, 32 car, he had damage done, and he has to live with that damage for the rest of the race. So it's definitely But this is Daytona, my man. This is Daytona. Everybody wants to win Daytona. They don't care if they win another race the whole season. They want to win Daytona. Daytona
Oh
is
yeah,
Daytona is the Super Bowl of motor speed racing. Everybody wants that Daytona,
this
and you can have
is
as many. Yeah, you can have as many official races wins at Daytona. But when you're racing in a league, especially if you're racing in a league that is tight knit, you want the Daytona win. You want the bragging rights for the whole year for the Daytona.
yes, sir. This is the mother of them all, the Daytona 500. Like they said, I don't know if y'all were watching the broadcast earlier, but this win does not last for the rest of the season. This doesn't last for the rest of your career. This win lasts the rest of your life. So I can definitely understand why anybody would want to win this race. So you're gonna be pushing it hard, Lester.
Yeah.
Um, there's so much give and take, but when it comes down to it, it's the W that matters.
It's definitely a W, and you can sit there and say, okay, well, I want to get a good finish for the points. Not at Daytona. Daytona is usually the first race of everybody's season. You have plenty of opportunities to make up points through the course of the season. You give it your all 100% of the time at Daytona because you want to win Daytona.
Yes, sir. Right now it's like Jonathan Jennings is holding the lead pretty tight with Wesley Whitfield. Um, Adam Gardner holding a little gap in front of these two cars. Let's see if they're just gonna ride it out or they're trying to be aggressive. Oh, it looks like a big move to the inside. Somebody in the back.
And it looks like the line is getting a little bit of a. I think they're reacting to the 60 car trying to get around him. They do a fine job of putting him down there, but now the 56 is going to.
Here comes the 56. 56 with a big run, and here comes the 20 to follow him.
Yeah,
Inside line, making that big run. Let's see if they can pull it off coming to the start finish line.
Yeah, and now we're back to two double file racing here at Doghouse Racing at Daytona. Man, nothing but exciting racing. I think these guys forgot we were at Daytona and that the big one is supposed to happen because these guys are just racing like they're keeping the 6 foot rule going on. They're doing all they can do to battle COVID because they're staying away from each other. The inside line and the outside line, they got a good 6 feet between them.
That 6 foot rule is definitely a good one to have here at Daytona. You don't want to wreck into anybody. But it looks like the outside definitely has the run right now. The 07 is hooked up to the 95. 35 has a little gap in front of them, but we'll see if they can get a good push on the outside. Looks like the inside has the run right now. And, yep. I believe 56 will lead that last lap. Inside line running.
Lead that according to my my overlays over here. The 56 did lead that lap. The 20 right there pushing, and the 17 out there now. The 17, he was just in the back of this lead pack, and now he's
one of those
moved
down
up
and
to,
out guys.
Yeah. So at Daytona, it doesn't matter where you run. If you stay in contention and you stay in that draft of the lead pack, you can be 17th, and then the next lap you can be second, third, or even first.
Oh yeah. Oh yes, that 17 is definitely pulling the draft off of these two guys in front of him. So I believe that inside line is going to be able to hang, but they got to be a little bit more organized. The 07 behind 95, they're looking pretty good, but that 35 has to pull up to him for them to get a better run. It looks like it's happening right now, actually, but the 56 and the 20, they're hooked up a lot more than that outside. It looks like the 95 down to the inside now.
We'll give you little sights of what these guys go through when they're racing here at the Daytona Speedway.
Yes, sir.
We
All
got a
right,
little.
so we got
We're gonna ride in here. We're gonna ride along with the 17 car here, and we're gonna see what he sees right now. Now he's jumping
alrighty.
from top lane to bottom lane, and he can pick. He's on the back here. He doesn't have anybody beside him, so he can pick which lane he wants to go with, and just
Oh,
play.
he's
He can play
pushing that
both lanes.
inside.
Yeah, he could play both lanes. Now he's got somebody on his outside, so he's got to choose on the inside line here. As you can see right there now, we're seeing exactly what he's seeing. So he cannot see that car over on that right hand side unless he actually looks over there.
Yep, that 17 has 2 cars out in front of him, and then he has 2 cars on the outside. So you definitely just want to keep an eye on the car in front of you. Make sure not to make a mistake. Just don't overcorrect, don't overturn into the corner as he did right now. He left a little bit of room. He's got to check up now. But he's definitely giving a push to that 56 as the 07 leads the 20 on the outside.
So again, I like to. This is Global Racing Esports Network. We got some viewers out there, and man, so glad you guys could join us tonight to watch Doghouse Racing at its finest. Daytona, 46 of non-yellow flag laps. This has been green for the 47 laps these guys have been running. So thank you for joining us, and definitely get some shout outs out there in the YouTube. And I know y'all guys don't know, a lot of my guys don't know who these guys are, but keep on watching us every Sunday at 7:45 here at Doghouse, and you're gonna know these guys' name by the end of the season. You're gonna have a favorite driver.
Drop those emojis. Drop your comments. Who do you think's gonna win? This race is heating up, and they're not even. They just got past halfway here.
I tell y'all what, everybody here in YouTube watching, y'all name who's gonna win this race, and if you are right and you win the contest, EJ Luna will give you a free cameo for your next birthday.
Yes, I sure will. I sure will. I'm having a lot of fun in the booth right now, Lester. These guys are running a very good race. You don't know who's gonna win here. Everybody looks pretty strong right now, so we'll see what happens.
And normally I would say who was going to win is the guy who has the cleanest car out there. But right now, the 15 cars,
Brett,
14 cars out there have clean cars.
the 17 hit the apron there and upset that inside line.
But it looks like everybody gathers it back up and gets back to racing. They're playing the accordion back there, but you know sometimes that's happened when the air gets disturbed and the lines get out of whack. Until they get back in line with each other, they're going to be doing that accordion effect right there.
Yep, looks like that inside lane's taking off right now. They broke up that outside, so maybe everybody's content with just running the inside. We'll see what happens.
We'll go back here and look at the 60 car. The 60 car, now remember, he ran out of gas. He is 1 lap down. I do believe he is the 4th car 1 lap down. I'm not sure. You know, Eddie Rivers we're saying Eddie Rivers there.
The first car lap down is the 21.
The
21 of Kevin Thompson.
So Kevin Thompson, that 60 car has got to battle that 21 car that is right in front of him.
I think right now these boys just decided just to settle down. There's plenty of racing left, 80 laps. They're coming to 30 to go. There's absolutely no reason to push it right now. Just hold your line, stay in line, and just don't wreck. Make sure you have enough fuel to the end, and I think it'll be a good race.
Yeah, there you go. So Kevin Thompson is being showed the first car 1 lap down. So if something does happen, he would receive the lucky dog. But I don't see anything happen. I mean, until like maybe one to go, I don't see these guys pushing the envelope.
Yep. Looks like these guys are pretty settled out, just running where they're at, content. Not gonna push the issue. I mean, if I were them running right now, I'd be fine running where I'm at right now. There's 30 laps to go. There's no reason to put yourself in danger. Let's see what they can do.
Yeah, the 15 lap to go. That's when I like to make my move, and you definitely don't want to be back there in 17th place with 5 laps to go. So you definitely got to give yourself enough time to get up there to be in contention to make that one final move on that last lap. You're not going to make that last lap final move back in 17th place and think that you're going to do anything. So you definitely want to be in the top 5, top 6 when that one lap to go comes, preferably like third. You know,
Jonathan Jennings riding pretty comfortably right here. Still got more than 20 to go. So let's see if the 56 wants to push the issue. Let's see if the 17 wants to push the issue. But I think right now,
well, if you
where they're
notice,
at,
you got that wild horse right there, that wild child, that wild dog over there in that
here they
07
come on some
Wesley
lap
Whitfield.
cars.
And you got lap cars now coming into frame. That's the 39 car of Case Owens going down a lap. So now it makes him the lucky dog recipient if something was to happen.
They'll stay down and stay out of the way, which is very respectable.
Definitely. Daniel Wilkerson. I'm sorry, Daniel Wilkerson, who is running back here in the 10th position. He's still just taking his time. He's going to run back here, and he's going to follow his longtime buddy Eddie Rivers there. When it gets closer to race time, them guys are going to make their move, and they might not make it all the way, but they're going to give it their all to try to make it up to the front.
For as far as back as Wilkinson is, he's running P7. So as long as he can keep up with the draft, I think he's gonna be okay at the end of this race.
Yeah, well, I will make my thing showing that he is in P10.
Oh, you're right. P10. But he's still on the lead lap. He's the last car on the lead lap. If he can keep the draft, then he might be okay to the end.
Yeah, I do believe that he's just playing cat and mouse with him right now. He knows that. Yeah, it's nice to go up there and flex your muscles and be up there in the front, but these laps don't count leading laps. The only thing they're going to give you a couple bonus points, a couple, leading the most lap, you get a couple more bonus points. But like we said earlier, winning this race, that's what counts.
Yep. And currently that is Jonathan Jennings running the lead in that 95 Excedrin car.
Yeah, well, I'm hoping he ain't going to need Excedrin after the end of this race. I mean, I've always thought that it was a bad omen to have sponsors like Bayer Aspirin or something that would require you to be like, all right, I just got into a bad car wreck, and now I got to go take sample some of my sponsors' products. Beer drinkers and beer sponsors, I thought were never a good idea on a car either. All right, so
I tell you what, these guys on the inside, they're trying to keep that lead, but the 60 of Mike Leftwich is just hanging right there with them.
Now Mike Leftwich, he has a okay.
He is a lap down.
Yeah, he has one. Well, no, technically, since he's now in front, he was in front of Jonathan Jennings just for a second. He got his lap back, and
if he could pass
Adam, or who's that right there behind the 17? Is that the 17 right there of the Breck car?
The 13. The 13.
It's the 13.
The 13 is pushing the 60. And the 13
Okay,
is
yeah,
also
a
a couple
lap
laps
down.
down. So they're trying to make their way back, trying to gain a couple laps down. But it looks like the race right now is on the inside lane.
Right, but right, if I was one of those, if I was that 17 car, you see the 17 car, he's got a little bit of a gap that he can get behind that 13 car. I would be getting right there
In
behind
a
that
big old
13
run.
car and push them guys past these leaders, get them lap back, and I would draft with them all the way around this track.
Yeah, to be honest with you, these cars on the outside, I really wouldn't be racing the leaders so hard. I feel like the 60 is in a comfortable position right now. The 60 is definitely in a comfortable position right now, but I'm listening to race chatter. Looks like they're pitting. The 20 comes down.
Justin McMahon, Eddie Rivers, and Daniel Wilkerson coming down pit road for the last time, doing a little bit of a short pit. Now these guys probably went to the point where they knew they could make it the rest of the way with even with a green white checkered and pitted. Now these guys are going to spend less time getting fuel because they came down earlier and they had to put less gas in the car to make it.
Yep, we'll see if they can make it here, Lester. Fuel strategy is definitely one of the key roles here at Daytona, and we'll see if this inside lane can make it. I'm hearing the 35 is coming down the pit road now. Maybe the next lap. I'm sorry.
At 35 of Christopher Simon's, he is back here behind the lap car. He is not going down. It doesn't look like he's getting ready to go down pit road, but he might be.
Not yet, ladies and gentlemen. Not yet.
All right.
He is currently running 5th. Let's see what they do here.
He might be coming. It looks like they're going down the back stretch here, so we'll see. We'll see what he does when he comes into 3 and 4.
All right, the 35 of Christopher Simon calling it out again, but they're coming out some. They're coming
easy now, easy. Good
we'll
job.
See if they can make it. And here they go, coming down the pit road.
Of Jennings and 56 of Adam Gardner coming in together, along with the 35 of
Jennings.
Simon.
He locks it up. The 56 locks it up.
56 lets the 95 get ahead of them so they don't go and colliding each other when they're trying to get into their pit box.
95 makes it. 56 makes it. All right, it looks like they're going to be okay. And now let's check up on the leaders.
Wesley Whitfield is now your leader. He has drafting part up there, but everybody is so far back that at any time that they link up, they're just going to blow right by him.
He's all alone right now, it seems, Lester.
Oh, we got the
and he's going to go by another lap while other cars behind him.
17. That is definitely going to be a black flag for the 17. Cannot get down. Wow, great camera work from our cameraman there, capturing that. The 17 just could not get down, and he hits pit road.
He misses his pit box. He also overdrives his pit box. That's unfortunate.
Oh, wow, that is crazy. All right.
Sounds like the 07.
Somebody just said, "Oh my God!"
The 07's coming down now. 07's coming down to pit now.
He's down by himself.
By himself.
That is not good for this 07 Wesley Whitfield.
No, and let's see if he overcooked it. But coming down by yourself on pit road, that's definitely not what you want. You want to come down with somebody so you get some draft help, but it doesn't look like Mr. Wesley Whitfield is gonna have any help right now.
Yeah, so right now we got the 56 of Adam Gardner and the 95 of Jonathan Jennings are teaming up and like that, along with Christopher Simon right behind them. These guys are drafting, and they're gonna end up passing the 07 of Wesley Whitfield, and I mean he's gonna be a speck on there by the time it's all said and done, because Wesley Whitfield, you see him coming back out on the track. He does somebody back there that can't keep the Is getting, look at Wesley Whitfield getting a little loose coming off of
Loose.
the
He's
pit
still
road.
he's
He
still up
might be
front,
all right because
Lester.
he has somebody out there that can help him get up to top speed. So when Jonathan Jennings and Adam Gardner and Christopher Simon does come back, Wesley
Here they
Whitfield
come.
might be okay. Might just be
Here
okay.
they come. They're coming with that draft here, Lester. I wouldn't be surprised to see them roll up on Whitfield right here, just blow by him. He's running all by himself, and they got such a big draft. Here they come riding on the the yellow line.
Yeah. They just passed the lap car of Brett McNamara. I said it right. All right, McNamara. You know what? I wonder if he's the Michigan quarterback. Ain't that McNamara? That's his name? I don't know
I'm
what his
not
first
sure,
name was.
but Gardner's got the push from Jennings, and they're coming on the outside for the lead.
Yep,
Can they clear the 07? They clear the 07, 95.
But now that
95.
Wesley Whitfield is definitely going to be able to catch third, so he's not as bad off as we originally thought. A little help from the 17 coming off of pit road.
They clear him. He's got the draft. The draft. We'll see what he can do towards the end. They still got about 15 laps to go, so we'll see how it goes.
All right. So we're about to go 80 laps without a single caution. And I don't want to jinx it, but I mean that's
35 on the inside. Look at this. Here comes the 35 with the 07 with the big run, and the 35 takes the lead so far.
17 coming back down. He might have got a black flag. He's gonna have to come down to serve, but 17 is back in pit road.
35 with a big run leads that last lap. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
All right now, I mean, Wesley Whitfield is doing everything he can to push the 35, and Adam Gardner up on Adam Gardner up on the top side with Jonathan Jennings pushing him.
Adam Gardner with the run on the outside with the push from the 95 of Jonathan Jennings. It looks like this is a race here, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, we have a Mike Leftwich in that 60 car. He's coming into pit road now. So he was a lap down. Now he's coming into pits, and he was hoping for a caution to come out.
Yep. You hate to see it. You hate to get those pit road penalties, man. You really do.
No, Mike Leftwich, he got put a lap down because he ran out of gas.
Oh, okay. He was just on the wrong strategy.
Yeah.
You hate to be on the wrong end of the stick.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Oh my God.
Caution's out.
They're wrecking it, turn
All right, buddy,
two.
a couple laps by yourself.
Oh my God, everybody's wrecking into him. Oh, wow.
No.
Brett McNamara.
No.
Man, I just got his name right.
No.
Wesley Whitfield, Andrew Pratt, Christopher Simon, all the front runners, because 17 came off the track, and wow, I can't even put that to words. Let's go back here and watch exactly what happened to Wesley Whitfield. I think he was the first one to get in contact. Let's go back here and check this out real quick. All right. Oh, the 17, yeah, they had such a
that
big
17
push.
just didn't pull out of the way.
And the 13 just came in and closed it all off. I mean, that was
just cleaned him out.
Yeah, Christopher Leftwich.
17.
I mean, wow, that was just crazy. Let's go back and see what Christopher Simon in that 35. He might be all right. I think he got into it, but I think his car is probably going to be okay. We'll slow that down. Let's watch that one more time. Oh no, he got. He might be all right.
The
75.
that could have been avoidable.
Yeah, that definitely could have been avoidable. The 17, I don't know what he was thinking. I mean, I'm not going to make no comments because it's not my place to. I'm the broadcaster. I'm just going to report what I see. So
Okay, so what I'm seeing is the 17 was just running around like nobody's business, and the leaders come up to him, and he just stayed in the middle. Looks like he stayed in the middle, and the 35 came up to him and he decided to move down, and the 35, you know, 35
I
trying to.
hate it for all these were frontline guys. These guys were the guys that
This
were.
was this was the leaders, and I gotta say that was uncalled for. I hate to see it for the 35 and the '07. But I guess we're gonna take it as one of those racing incidents.
Uh, we as broadcasters, we're not going to make comments about. We're not going to say if it was a racing incident. It's not up to us. This league has admins, and they definitely will go back and look at the footage. I guarantee you, they're going to go back and look at the footage, and they're going to make an assessment of what they think happened. Again, but I definitely hate it for those front runners.
Yeah, they were running
Wesley
so
Whitfield.
well.
Yeah, Wesley
They had
Whitfield.
they had the pit strategy. They were gonna make it to the end. I hate to see it for these guys. I really hate to see it.
Yeah, but I mean, and right now we're under caution, and now Justin McMahon in that 20 car is now your leader with no other than Daniel Wilkerson and Eddie Rivers, longtime friends. They built Doghouse Racing from the bottom, and these guys have been around for a while. They've been racing with each other for a long time in other leagues, and it's really good to see these guys have the success that they do over here in Doghouse Racing and making a really good league for people to come over here and race and have fun.
Yep, they are definitely running strong. McMahon, Wilkinson, we got Eddie Rivers in third. Mike Leftwich is hanging in there in fourth, and Adam Gardner in fifth.
Well, Mike Leftwich, he was probably the luckiest recipient from all that carnage because he had just went down into the last pace because he was waiting for a caution to come out, and he went down pit road to make his pit stops, and a caution comes out. So he's definitely the lucky one.
And that's what I'm saying. Just because you're down does not mean you're out. So good for him. He's now running in P4. Could you believe that?
We're gonna go back and look at the eighth place guy, 35 Christopher Simon. He was just involved into that, and it looks like his car is still in good shape. It doesn't look like he's got a lot of damage on that front end. And this damage package that the ARCA cars bring out here in Iracing, if he had a lot of damage, you would definitely be able to see it from our point of view up here in the booth. So it looks like he's going to be all right. Maybe I'm hoping so for his sake. But right now we're about to go back to green with Justin McMahon and Daniel Wilkerson. Now your front two runners.
Yeah, and they're going to go back to green with 10 laps to go. Can you imagine how they're going to be racing towards the checkered?
Right now, the 20 unfortunately gets a big jump. Oh, I think that was by design. I think the 15 did not jump with the 20 car because he wanted Daniel Wilkerson to be able to have a lane to come down to. So they're going to form up and see if they can team up and get them a win and a second place finish. These guys are going to get a little bit of racy here because you're right. There's 10 laps to go. And 60, who was just a lap down because he ran out of gas, is now leading the race. Side by side, coming down to the front stretch, you got the 60 of Mike Leftwich with 95 of Jonathan Jennings. Jonathan Jennings being one of the lucky ones that escaped all that mayhem with the lap car being on the high side.
Yep, he's leading the outside. Oh, he cuts down to the inside.
And at least the
We'll see if that was the right move.
35 back up there, racing for contention of winning this race. He's back up on that high side, moving up. So his car looks to be good to go.
Here comes the outside. We'll see if they have something to say about it. 35, Christopher Simon. Big run on the outside. He cuts down. Leaves a 56 hanging.
Yeah, I mean that's the way you do it at Daytona. You get just enough push to get in front of the inside lane, and then you leave the guy that pushed you there.
Yeah, but the outside is still hanging tight. They're not going anywhere.
And right now there's no friend. I mean, you're at the point where there's no friends out there.
No, sir. At this point of the race, you want to get to the front anyway, anyhow, by any means. That 56 is making a big run on the outside. Let's see if they can hold it. $75 pushing the 56.
Oh, we got somebody up in the wall.
Yep, little sparks. We stay green.
I'm trying to figure out who that was. It might have been a lap car.
That 75 is a lap down, so I believe he's going to push that 56 as far as they can go.
Back up front, 56 being pushed by the lap down car of the Andrew Pratt.
Adam Gardner holding that outside strong. The 35 is going to lead that lap, but let's see if they can get organized on the outside and pull it off. It's very tight right now on the inside and the outside.
At the line, we're going to have 5 laps to go.
You can tell these guys are making the decisions what they want to do.
Right now, they're sizing each other up. They're definitely this race has been mainly clean, so you really haven't got a gist of what everybody's cars can do. So right now, they're trying to figure out who's going to give them the advantage to get to the front. They're sizing everybody up right now.
That's 75 behind the 56. I feel like he's going to push them all the way to the end because the 75 is a lap down. So you know what more do you have to lose?
Yeah, I mean, that's a very good point. I mean, he's got nothing to win. 56 might be a buddy of his, and he's like, hey, man, you know, if I can't win, I want you to win. So we'll definitely see how this all turns out.
And they're hanging tight. They're hanging tight on the outside. Just like they got the edge right now. 35 peeking out front.
35 being pushed by the 95 of Jonathan Jennings. Now, Jonathan Jennings, he's definitely a racer. I think he was last year's champion for the truck series or the next gen series. I'm not sure. I have to check up on that one. But he's been around for a while. And he races very well, and he's always up front.
I'll tell you what, Mike, these guys are racing very tight right now. Better be careful coming to the final laps.
With 4 laps to go. Yeah, with 4 laps to go. I mean, it's anybody's game race right now to win or to lose. These laps is going to make or break your race. If you make the wrong decisions, if you go in that wrong line right now, you hang it up. But if you make that right choice, it's going to propel you right to the front.
I'll tell you what, that 75 is pushing that 56 right now, trying to get him out front.
We got three laps to go at the line. It'll be 2 laps to go. And these
2 to
guys are going to
go.
start getting racy. I mean, the 75 right now is staying. He's not. He's just trying to stay right there behind that 56 to push.
I feel it ramping up. I feel it ramping up. Just see what happens on these last 2 laps.
And when will they make it 3 wide? Because
Here we go.
it's going to
Here we go.
happen.
2 to go.
2 to
2
go.
to go right here.
You know,
Looks like the outside line's got a pretty good run right here, but the inside's keeping up. 35 hooked up. 95 giving that push.
oh, 90. Oh, here we go. Here's another big one.
How you doing there, homeboy?
And there's a caution.
And we have overtime, ladies and gentlemen.
It's gonna be overtime.
Oh wow!
I think the 56 might have been in the lead there.
And a guy who was involved in a wreck not about 10 laps ago is leading this race once again. So
Can you
go back here
believe
and
that?
see what happened right now. You see right there that. Oh wow! And who's all involved there? 63. There's 63 of Randall Barnett. He's involved. Let's watch that again and see if we can find. Oh, the 75, 95, 63 to 60.
Looks like the runs they had just. Yep.
Let's look at it from Jonathan. We're gonna look at it from Jonathan Jennings' point of view here and see. Oh yeah, Jonathan Jennings just. Let's change the TVs up here and watch that again and see what we're like that now. Yeah, you just see the 75 to 63. All of them just pair. And then okay, who else was involved here? It looks like Daniel Wilkerson got involved in it as well.
And 95 got a piece of it.
Yeah, it looks like I don't know. I think he's all right, but I think he got a little. The 78 got a little bit of that action. We're gonna go back here and see if we can see some more. See if we can see some more angles here.
95 got a piece of it. The 60 got a piece of it. I think the best angle might be from the 60 car. If you want to check it out.
Let's go look at the 60 car, and we're going to see. We're going to ride along with the 60 car, and we're going to see what he has what kind of view he has of this race or this wreck. I apologize.
He was just riding around.
You seen right there that the 75. Let's back this up here a little bit. We're going to back it up manually here.
Yeah, 75 had a big run on the 56.
And there you go. And the 60, he's mowing grass now.
Yep, he was just caught up in,
So let's go ahead and look at Daniel. Let's go to Daniel Wilkerson and see maybe what we can see from his point of view, because I think he was behind all this and almost got through it. You see him going off the track a little bit back, All right, so here he's riding.
Yeah, he's riding on the inside.
He does make contact with a vehicle, but I think he might be all right. Only time will tell. So, but the good news is we get overtime, guys. I mean,
some extra racing.
There you go. That. And I do believe we still have 30 minutes of time allotted to us before the rain was supposed to come in. So we should still get this race underway.
Yeah, that wreck definitely took out a lot of good drivers.
Trying to look at Daniel Wilkerson. Does not look like he has a lot of damage on that right side.
Yeah, I'm watching him. He got clipped a little bit, but we'll see if he can survive this green white checkered here.
Yeah, his right side looks pretty unhindered.
The car does look clean.
So
the car does look clean. The lights are off on the pace car. So
and we're about to go.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen.
One last time.
as we come into turn 2. Let us know who you think's gonna win. Right now, we got Adam Gardner in the lead, Christopher Simon on the outside, Michael Leftwich, Jonathan Jennings, Randall Barnett, and Daniel Wilkinson sitting in 6th. I'm excited, Lester. I'm excited. We'll see what these guys can do.
We're definitely excited here in the booth, and I'm excited because none of these are my cars, and I ain't got to pay for them.
You always gotta love that, huh?
Oh, definitely.
I've had some fun here, man. Thank you for having me.
Oh no, you can. We're gonna have you come up plenty of times. Up there in the booth, if y'all think EJ Luna did a great job tonight, man, let us know. I think he did a great job, and since this is my company, my opinion is the only one that matters. But we still want to hear what y'all think. So definitely let us know how y'all think EJ Luna did tonight on his debut. But right now, we're gonna go back to green.
Case cars
off.
Green flag.
Green flag out.
Here we
Green
go.
flag. And it looks like they're getting such a slow start. 2 laps to go. Christopher Simon.
To 35 coming out on the outside. Looks like they evened up. 56 got to run. 60's gonna give him a push. Let's see if the outside can come back.
And 60's so much adversity throughout this race, but yet he's still out there pushing, still in good shape, and in contention to win this race
right now.
The 78 of Daniel Wilkinson up there trying to get his nose in there, looking to make it 3 wide, trying to get up there to get to the contention to win this race.
And here we go, white flag, ladies and gentlemen, white flag.
White flag. The next flag you will see is going to be a checkered flag.
They're wrecking behind them.
They're wrecking behind Eddie Rivers and I can't remember the 30. I can't remember. But anyways, we're going to stay with this lead group. No flag. They're going to continue the race.
Holding the lead. Outside line's got the lead.
It's definitely going to be a photo finish. We got 3
got
wide.
Oh, 20. Here comes the 20 on the inside.
Oh, 20 gets into Daniel Wilson. We're going to go 3 wide. 95, 21, 60.
56 holding it on the inside with the 60 with the big run. Let's see what the 60 does. He's taking the outside. He's got the run.
He gets flipped out there. Oh, my God. At the end of
Who's going to win it? Randall Barnett in the 63 takes the W.
Oh, my God. All right, we definitely got to go back and watch this replay before we get to...
The 63 of Randall Barnett, where did he come from?
He was a sleeper cell right there. He just came out and took the killing moment when everybody was crashing around him, and he takes the lead.
I cannot believe it.
Let's rewind that one and look at that move one last time.
We got to watch
the
60
car. The 60 car. The 60 car right there coming up on the outside of who was that? The 56 of Adam Gardner. Adam up there. Adam Gardner looks like he's gonna gets a little bit loose, and then 60 gets and finishes him off. 63 just comes around and just takes the win out of nowhere. I don't think I've said Randall Barnett's name one time tonight.
Wow.
Right here, we get to watch Randall Barnett do some friggin' victory donuts.
That's all I gotta say. Wow. He just held his own on the inside and just got past everybody and took the win. Just let everybody take themselves out. What a finish. Congratulations, Randall Barnett.
You hit it on the head right there. What a finish from the 63. He stayed in it the whole time, didn't count himself out, and here we go. He gets himself a win in the first inaugural race for the Dog Racing ARCA League. Randall Barnett's definitely going to be your winner. Kevin Thompson's going to come home second. Another guy who just came out of nowhere. He was a lap down at one time. All these late cautions give him his lap back, and Kevin Thompson, who had uh, a fan out there in the YouTube tonight, definitely out there, but he comes home second. Jonathan Jennings third. Christopher Simon fourth. Mike Leftwich fifth. Adam Gardner sixth. Eddie Rivers seventh. Justin McMahon eighth. Getting together with Daniel Wilson at the final lap to come home nine. We'll talk to Daniel Wilson a little later on after all these interviews are over. But Kaysen Owens is going to come home 10th. Lyndon Johnson 11th. Andrew Pratt 12th. Wesley Whitfield 13th. Brett McNamara is 14th, and Christopher Leftwich is going to be 15th. Now, Kenny Heath he was 84 laps down, but he's still going to bring home a 6th place finish. So good job, Kenny.
Man.
All right, man. Well, there's only one thing left to do. Yeah, there's only one thing left to do here. My new partner here, and that's these racers. These three racers. This is their main goal when they come into this race. They want to come down and talk to us in the booth, because if they talk to us in the booth, that means they've done such a great job. And we're going to go ahead and bring in Jonathan Jennings, our third place. I'm trying to find I hate when I can't find broadcast booth.
Yeah, he's our third place finisher here.
Yeah, Jonathan Jennings is going to be our third place finisher tonight. Battled hard all night long. Stayed up front most of the race. Was able to bring home a third place finish. Jonathan Jennings, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yes, sir.
Man, all I have to say is what a finish. You guys, all of y'all's series, y'all never bring a dull moment to these races. You always have excitement, but this just takes the cake, man. Walk us through that last lap and tell us what you were seeing all around you.
I was content with pushing the 35 there, but I seen the 24 come up the middle, and I tried to take advantage of that. And I don't know if I may have not cleared the 35 quite enough, or he came to block, but I kind of dragged him up a little bit, not meaning to, but yeah.
Things happen at Daytona. It's Daytona. It's the last lap. The rule book, the manners, the friendship, that all goes out the window when you catch the one to go, and you see that white flag in the air. All that stuff goes out the window, and you got to do what you got to do to try to get up there in front. It sucks if you hurt somebody, if you mess up somebody. Nobody ever tries to do it, but you're going there for a win. So I wouldn't hang your head too low on anything that happened. You had a good finish.
Oh yeah, for sure. Good race.
Yeah, it was definitely an exciting race. Y'all did a great job. You went 70 laps without a caution. You had green flag pit stops. Tell us a little bit about before all the wrecks started happening and the late caution came up there. Tell us how your car was feeling, because y'all were double wide for most of the race. Tell us how the car was feeling out there.
Actually, these cars, I'm surprised we went caution-free for as long as we did, because they're more of a handful than the new cars, the next-gen cars.
Oh, yeah, you're definitely right about that. Cars are definitely a lot looser than say, the trucks or the Xfinity cars. They kind of remind me of the Xfinity cars a lot, because that tail end is so loose on both of these cars.
Yeah, they're up off the ground. That's pretty good. I like it.
All right. Well, I know you're a regular here in Doghouse Racing, and I know you guys got a truck race coming up here on Tuesday, and then you have your next gen up here on Thursday night. Any race you're excited about going to?
As long as it's not Talladega or Daytona, I'm good.
So you're not a fan of the super speedways? Is that what I'm hearing?
Oh no, not at all. I usually don't finish these things. So my luck's not that good.
Yeah, you finished. You finished tonight, and you finished in third place. So you must have done something right. Well, next week we are going to Las Vegas Motor Speedway with these ARCA cars. How are you liking that?
I like Las Vegas. With these cars, it should be pretty good. they're already a handful. You got to drive them.
Yeah, looking at the schedule here, y'all got a bunch of good tracks that you're coming up to. You got Las Vegas coming up. You got Atlanta the following week, and Richmond a week off, and then obviously, and then we're going to be back right at a super speedway with Talladega. So I know your skin probably just crawled onto that last one, right?
Talladega's better than Daytona. It's wider, so
Yeah. Anyways,
that might be even better racing.
yeah. Well, we hope so because we enjoyed broadcasting tonight's race and enjoyed watching y'all race hard. But before we let you go, you want to shout out anybody?
Yeah, Randall on the win, and my teammate Adam for the teamwork tonight. I know we didn't get it done, but we still did pretty good. And for you guys for the broadcast, you do a good job.
Oh, well, we definitely appreciate the words of encouragement there and the compliment. And we're going to send you on back down to where do you want us to send you to, real quick?
I don't care. You can kick me out. I don't care.
Well, congratulations again on your third place finish, and we look forward to seeing you next week at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Jonathan Jennings, your third place finish.
Congrats, Jonathan.
Okay, dropped him out before. Okay, so Kevin Thompson, a guy who I believe I have interviewed before. I believe I have interviewed Kevin Thompson before when I broadcasted other series for these guys. Kevin Thompson, Michael Booth, you got a copy?
10-4, I got you.
Man, dude, you were a lap down in the back of the pack at one time. Tell me, how in the heck did you make it through all of that and come out with a second place finish?
How?
I really don't know. I just ran my race. Kept my nose clean.
Yep.
Saved enough gas to make. I was hoping for a caution at that last pit stop, but I pitted, stayed, got the caution, got the lucky dog, and finished second.
Yeah, man, you held it in there pretty well. It was like coming to the white flag. There was a couple cars wrecking, and I'm watching right now the replay. You took that outside lane. Pretty smart move. I think that might have got you some positions there because the leaders ended up wrecking, and you just pulled down and rode it out.
Yep.
How do you feel about this P2 finish?
I'll take it after how I started the race. These ARCA cars are rarely hard to drive. I'm looking forward for Las Vegas to slip and slide on a hot track. So, yeah.
Hey, well, you definitely had a strong finish. You held it in there all race long, surviving. Congratulations on that P2. We'll see you next week.
Thank you.
All right, Kevin. Before we let you go here, do you want to shout out anybody?
Yeah, shout out my father that watches all my races, and my teammates and friends that race on iRacing. So.
Well, definitely speaking of your father, he definitely we try to talk to the YouTube guys, and I think he is your father named Sean Thompson by any chance?
Yes.
All right. Well, Mr. Thompson, Mr. Thompson shouted you out early in the race and said, "Good luck to number 21, Kevin Thompson." So definitely support from Dad there is definitely a big thing. And we also thank Dad for tuning in to broadcast. So the Global Racing Esports Network definitely wants to give a big shout out to Sean Thompson. All right. So congratulations once again for your second place finish. And we're going to send you back down to General to go celebrate or fight with anybody you want to. All right. That's Kevin Thompson, your second place finisher. Randall Barnett is the guy who made all the right moves at the right time to get himself in contention to win the Daytona 200 with Doghouse Racing. Randall Barnett, Mike Lester Booth, you got a copy?
Oh yeah, I hear you.
Man, dude, like we did not notice you. You were so quiet the whole race. You stayed in the mid pack. You just kept your nose clean, and then at the most opportune time that you could ever think of, you made the move and you won the race. Man, congratulations, kudos, man. Walk through that last lap and what was going through your head.
Well, I had intentions of making a move anyway, coming off turn 4. And when the wreck happened, I just said, I'm staying low. I figured that I was either going to make it through it or I wouldn't.
Yep.
Yeah.
Watching you right now, Randall. Looks like you held that inside line, and the leaders got into it, and you snuck by and got that win. That's awesome.
I appreciate it, guys.
Yeah, definitely an awesome performance from you. I mean, I can't remember who said it, but I mean, I don't even think it was a driver, but they said they'd rather be lucky than good when it comes to races like this.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I'll try to be good, but luck don't hurt.
Well, you were good for, let's say you were good for 82 laps, and then you were lucky on the last lap. You were good because you kept your car clean. You were in contention to capitalize on somebody else's mistake or a couple other cars' mistake. So it takes talent to sit there and bide your time and wait for that opening. So congratulations again on a win, man. We were up here. We enjoyed the race. And we definitely enjoyed the finish. It was that's probably one of my top 5 finishes since I've been broadcasting.
Glad you enjoyed it.
All right, man. Before we let you go and celebrate your win here, do you want to give a shout out to anybody?
I guess I'm going to need to give one out to Adam Gardner and Andrew Pratt because they talked me into doing this tonight.
Well, there you go. I mean, they
That's
knew
what
what they
I'm
were
saying.
talking about. They knew you were going to have fun.
That's awesome.
That NIS race the other day just about wore me out. So I'm old.
There you go. All right. Well, Adam Gardner and who was the other guy?
Randall
Andrew
Barnett.
Andrew Pratt, man. Big shout out to you guys for bringing the winner to the race. Who drove? Was it Adam or the other guy?
They both drove.
Oh, who
They
drove
were
to the
both in the
track?
race.
Who drove to the track?
Oh, who
Y'all
drove
rode
the
in
track?
together. You know who
I
drove the
hope it was Pratt because I don't know about Spoovy driving.
There you go. Well, man, congratulations once again on your win, and we definitely hope to see you next week at Las Vegas. And are you going to be at Las Vegas? And if you are going to be at Las Vegas, man, tell us what how do you like Las Vegas? What's your expectations going in?
I'm going to take these as they go because I'm really not that good in these cars.
Well,
I'm more of a next gen guy. So,
All right.
but
Yeah,
these drive since the updates. I guess these drive a little bit closer to a next gen too.
I'm gonna have to take your word for it. I haven't drove a ARCA car for quite some weeks now, but I definitely will.
That's why this is the first time I've done it in probably 6 months.
Well, welcome back to the ARCA series because you're our points leader going into Las Vegas with your win tonight. You led 1 lap, and it was the most important lap.
Well, that's the one that counts, ain't it?
That's the one that counts. All right, Mr. Barnett, man, we enjoyed having you come up here and talk with us, and man, congratulations once again on the win, and we'll definitely, hopefully, see you next week at Las Vegas.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Thank you. All right, that was Randall Barnett, your winner tonight. At the end of every broadcast, I give the opportunity for the league owner to come in and say some words about how he thought the race went. And I'm gonna bring old Daniel Wilkinson down, a longtime friend of mine here. I'm glad that we're back here once again broadcasting for Doghouse Racing. It was definitely an enjoyable race to watch. Daniel Wilkinson, Mike Lester in the booth. You got a copy, sir?
Yeah, I sure do, Mike.
Man, dude, you guys, again, you put on a really great show, a really exciting show. You give us broadcasters a lot to talk about up here. For the first, 70 laps or so, nothing but double file racing, good, clean racing. And then it got a little choppy in the last 15 laps, but overall, great finish, great race, man. I know you was hoping for a better finish for that 78 car there. You got a little tied up with the 20 car, I do believe. But overall, you did a great job You still came home. Let me see, where did you come home at? Ninth place, so you top 10 finish. Can't be mad about that.
Yeah, I was trying to play it safe. I mean, it was just, it was me and Eddie was kind of staying in the back, and we were just kind of just trying to hang on to that draft, but stay to where if they wrecked, we could just get through it. Having no fast repairs, we're just kind of trying to play the slice there. See if are they gonna wreck, and then we want to be last left if we did. So, but yeah, that was the whole reason. And then that last part, I mean, I think Justin was just trying to. He had a spot up the middle. He thought he could part the sea, and I mean, and if he would have made it past me, I was going to get right behind him as my teammate. So it was just he was just trying to make it happen when he could make it happen, and I was going to do the same thing. In fact, I sit there and had seeing the middle was kind of opening up a little bit at times, and I was going to do the same thing in 3. So he just did a little earlier than me. We just got together, but no big deal. It was fun.
Well, I mean, you and Eddie have done a superb job running this Doghouse Racing League, man, and bringing in a ARCA series. Now that gives you 3 series. The Doghouse Racing. It's a lot to put on one person or 2 people, even if that. But man, I want to congratulate you guys for continuously to do a great job. And I'm really glad to be back with you guys. I've always enjoyed broadcasting with you guys. And man, before I let you go, you want to give anybody a shout out?
Yeah, man, I just want to thank Shawnee's. They're on board with us, sponsoring our other 2 series. And honestly, without Shawnee's, we wouldn't be able to put the ARCA series on. So ARCA, it's going to be an every other week or so series, and we'll see if we decide to stick with ARCA or switch the cars to next gen or something after these 10 races. But we're just going to see how the turnout goes and see how it goes. But again, just thanks to my Southern Motorsports teammates, Eddie for everything he's done, helping me put on this league, and again, Shawnee's just coming on board and kind of helping us, have a chance to actually get this thing going a little bit bigger than we had it. So
that's Shoney's is definitely a good sponsor to have. I mean, they've been partners with NASCAR for quite some times. I don't know if they're still partners with them, but they used to be a big sponsor through NASCAR. So having Shoney's on board definitely gives you a lot of credibility.
Yeah, definitely it does, and definitely appreciative to them, and thank you all for coming on and helping us get this ARCA series on, off the ground too. Having y'all broadcast, it's a huge help. So thank you for that, and hopefully we can, grow it like we have the other 2 series. So that's the goal.
Oh, we look forward to growing this with you, and we look forward to having a long-lasting relationship with Doghouse Racing. But man, congratulations again on a job well done with this league, and I look forward to coming back at Las Vegas and doing it all over again.
Sounds good. We'll see you there.
Yes, sir. That was Daniel Wilkerson, the owner and proprietor of Doghouse Racing. Look forward to talking to him week in and week out, man. All right, Luna. Well, this is the time of the broadcast where we get to say some of our final thoughts about what we thought about the race here. Me personally, I thought the race, it went excellent. We had some late cautions, but the first part of the race went great. We had double file racing, good hard racing, man, and I just enjoyed it. And there ain't much to say past that. You got any words you'd like to say?
I just got to echo what you said here, Lester. These guys were racing side by side. They were pushing for that lead. And when it came down to it, whoever played it out just right ended up winning it. There were a couple wrecks, but, survival of the fittest. That's what it takes here at Daytona, these super speedways. And congratulations to everybody. It was a good race, regardless of the outcome. And I'm excited to see what happens next week.
You're definitely right there. We're excited here at Racing eSports Network. We're going to be here. Let me see. I'm going to pull up the schedule real quick so that I can make sure that we're going to be. He said it was every other week. So let me see here. Yeah, we're February 7th. Next week we're going to be off, but on March 6th we're going to come back to Doghouse Racing and watch Las Vegas Motor Speedway High Roller 180. It's going to be a night race. That's going to be very interesting to watch these guys go around Las Vegas at nighttime for 120 laps. So definitely tune in to check that out. But
That's going to be an exciting one.
yes, sir. For Global Racing Esports Network, I'm Mike Lester. Up here with me tonight is Eli Luna, and look forward to having EJ Luna continuously come up here with me for the rest of the season, and possibly even more partnerships with me. This is Global Racing Esports Network.